You know, I get stuff from daily all the time, and usually I just delete it. But for the second day in a row, Daily has Daily has put out some content that caught my attention and helped me, and I felt like it would be worth sharing with you. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is New Cosmic Knowledge, and I'm very, very glad to be with you here today. Very, very happy to be with you today. And even very proud that you have chosen to spend some of your time on your, Wednesday afternoon with me. I'm very gratified by it, very happy about it, and I'm very honored by your presence. And I'm also quite honored as well to be affiliated with the great folks from Focused Life Force Energy, otherwise known as Fluffy. And you can see it right here on the screen. It's Focused Life Force Energy. It supports a higher level of consciousness. And through New Cosmic Knowledge, which includes Raw Reflections with Sandra D, and New Cosmic Knowledge with me, Jeffrey Daugherty, we're offering you 15-day trials. Now, don't tell anybody, but you can take the 15-day trial in your home, see how it works, and then you can take a 15-day trial on your cell phone. What it does is it raises you, it provides an environment of 500 on the Hawkins scale for consciousness. Most of you are below, most normal people are below 100. Most woke people are 250, 300. This brings you up to 500, and every point up is 10 times the point before it. So you're talking about 200 to the 10th power consciousness field beamed to your home or beamed onto your cell phone. Watch the video. It's on my channel. It's on Sandra's channel, where Jay Campbell and I interviewed the founders of Fluffy. It's taking your MYSTECH, which is also on our website, to another level. But all you have to do is go to the link that's in the box below, and make sure you do that, because Sandra and I do get a little piece broken off for us to help us continue this work. But it's profound. It's amazing. You should watch the video. And I really think that you should go ahead and get yourself a free trial, because the key word there is free. Now, I want to talk to you today about something that Daily brought up. And they brought up this concept of, if my computer is going to let me get back to where I need to go, they brought up this concept of completion. And again, it's from dailyom.com, and this is from Madison Taylor. And she states that the period of completion, rather than being just an act of finality, is also one of transition. And in our lives, we have a lot of, somebody said it's like a collage, beginnings and endings. And the endings and beginnings sometimes run together and they overlap. But she makes a good point in stating that before we can begin any new phase in life, sometimes we have to make sure that we have closure to the current state that we're in. And many people forget about that. Many people go past that. So it's like, if you are people that use computers, and obviously you are, or people that use cell phones. Sandra showed me this on my iPhone. I didn't know how to use it. And they didn't name it iPhone after me because I didn't know how to use it. And I would have like 50 windows open on my iPhone. And I'm wondering, why is it running slow? And she showed me the little trick of double clicking on the button, and you can close all those windows by swiping up. I'm like, wow, that's profound. And a lot of you are living your life with 50 windows open because you've got all your old stuff that you think you're finished with still sitting there in the background of your desktop, slowing you down. And not until you achieve closure in all of those old windows are you able to focus and apply and have victory on the current window that you're working on. Madison here says that we must achieve closure to the current, we must first achieve closure to the current stage that we're on. All of life's experiences call for closure, and a lot of times we can't see it, and we can't see the significance and the importance of an event until we do bring it to closure. Plus, as Jay brought out the other day on the last stand, there are physiological, psychological, emotional manifestations of these things that aren't closed. So we need to make sure that we finish. We need to make sure that we close. And unless and until we complete a certain phase in our life, we can't move to the next one. And sometimes we need to honor ourselves for and by closing the phases that we're coming out of. It might have been a good phase and you want to honor yourself for doing a great thing. It might have been a terrible phase and you want to honor yourself for leaving it. But this sense of completion, it guarantees us and it equips us and it frees us to open the door to new beginnings. You know, you can't be looking back and moving forward at the same time as you're going to run into a wall. Boom. Completion frees us to open the door to new beginnings and not run into the door jam or not run into the closed door. Because if you're looking behind, would you like to drive down the freeway looking behind the whole time? How long would it take before you had a wreck? And you wonder why you're making a wreck of your life when you can't let go of the past, why you got your eyes on the past. You can't understand why you can't have a good present. You got your eyes on the past. You can't understand why you can't build a good future. Come on, man. Wake up. Close that window. Double click on the button of your life and swipe up with your finger. Close that stuff. Get the closure. And oftentimes, when you complete something, it's not just an act of finality. It's not like, okay, that's over. What's next? Sometimes it's also transition. And in the closure process, and again, meditation is so key to this. In the closure process, what we can strive for is to understand what has happened and an opportunity to get lessons from it and learn lessons from it. A, so if it was good, we can do it again. B, if it was bad, we can make sure it doesn't happen to us again. If it was serving to us, we can learn to do it again. If it's not serving to us or to others, we can learn not to do it again. And by avoiding closure, we can also create connections that will remain forever to people, places, things, or experiences in our past that no longer serve us and, in fact, can hold us down. How many pianos are you dragging? Think of that. You got a rope on a grand piano and you're walking uphill. How many pianos are you dragging? How many anchors are you pulling? Do you think it'd be easier to not carry those anchors? Do you think it'd be easier to not pull those grand pianos? It's up to you. And this is where Sandra's writing technique comes in. If you can't officially achieve closure with a person, you can create completion by participating in a closure ritual. The writing technique is a great closure ritual. Get with Sandra on her channel. rawreflections.org is her website. Sandra D is her YouTube channel. And rituals like her writing technique will allow you to consciously honor and appreciate what's taken place and release the experience so you can move forward. Again, I'm referencing the daily Om article Completion by Madison Taylor. Closure can also help you let go of the feelings of anger, can help you let go of the feelings of uncertainty, can help you let go of things that are connecting to you to your past by allowing you to honor the experience, whether it was good or bad, allowing you to look at it, learn from it, dissect it, and move on from it without issues and feelings that will continue to weigh down your spirit. And when you create this closure, you can affirm that what was done, and you can take needed lessons from it, and you can become wiser from your experience, and it makes you more prepared to move forward with whatever life is bringing you next. Daily Om Completion, Madison Taylor. That's pretty good stuff. That's pretty good stuff. And I'm going to leave it right there. This is New Cosmic Knowledge for Sandra D. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. Sign up for the Fluffy trial. Get your MYSTECH and allow them to help power your life. And remember, it's your time to unindoctrinate yourself. You're divine, you're sovereign, you're free. And unindoctrinating yourself is an inside job. I honor you. I salute you for being here. seeking after truth. Continue to ask questions. Continue to question answers, because that's the way that you unindoctrinate yourself. That's the way you create yourself and build and live a life that you'll love.